My name is Wayne Clark. I'm the owner. My wife and Carla, she's not here right now, but she's my wife, partner, and actually the boss. Actually, I do most of the maintenance work. But yeah, so yeah, we're the owners of this operation here, and this operation consists of a lot of different entities: the outposts, the stores, and the drive-in camps, and yeah, so it's the live bait business. So there's quite a bit to it. Outpost, the main thing we got to get done with the crew is seats on the boats. Number one, paddles, take inventory of what we don't have, make sure that we have the nets for all the boats and all the paddles and everything else, make a note so we can bring that back. And then when you go to fire up the motors, when you do that, you got to go through the process, because we got to try to open up like 3 outposts a day right now, so we've got 30 of them all together. So I mean, this is a big undertaking every year to get these outposts opened up. And the other day when you guys all went swimming in the river, I understand you're all wet. Get back here and get dried off.
Dried off and thawed out.
Okay, let's go.
There we go.
That's it. The outpost people are guests or drive-in camps. So these people only have 1 week out of the whole year. This is their main vacation. So you always got to think about it. It's their main holiday that they wait for all year long to get up here for that 1 week. So we have to do whatever we can to make this trip as special as possible and make sure that everything functions at the outpost as best we can, so that there's no hiccups and they can enjoy the week and catch fish and eat fish and just have some fun.
25 plus outposts, there's a lot of maintenance. There's going to be something broken somewhere. So we're going around everywhere, checking everything over, talking to them. It's the best part of the day, just to go to each place and hear everybody tell you their stories about the day and the fish they've caught and what's going on. And if they have any problems, hopefully you catch them and they can tell you what's up and you can fix it. You do this for long enough, you learn how to fix pretty much every problem that comes up. And sometimes you gotta wing it. Sometimes you don't have the tools or the equipment to do a proper fix. You just gotta make it work, and so you gotta be creative out in the woods.
Well, here we are at Cook Lake, opening up here for the spring here, and we had to replace our dock here. We've been struggling with this dock here now for a couple of years, putting patches on it. So finally it's time to rip it up and put a new dock in. So we just got that completed now. And it's always a big challenge when you come in the springtime. These outposts, you know, we got so many of them, and you always keep your fingers crossed when you show up that the dock is still in good shape. But this one's been going downhill every year, so it's time for a new one. So it's quite a process building a new dock. I mean, we've got to fly the lumber over 100 miles to get here, and we built 3 sections there today, and just in I guess 3-4 hours. I got it set up. 8 by 16 sections there, floating dock. So what I do is whenever I build a new dock, I always do a floating dock. I try to get away from those cribs that used to be here. Everybody used to use cribs in the early days. It was cheap, and it was a lot of work to build, but didn't really cost anything to build the cribs in the water, fill them full of rock. But unfortunately, when the ice gets a hold of them and makes a mess of things, twists it all up, then they're a real bugger to remove. So everything I do now is all floating dock, and that way it's easy to move around. If the ice moves a little bit, you can move it back, and you don't have to worry about any cribs underneath there. And it's just way better, and it looks nice, and we got something good here now for many years. That probably last as long as I need it to anyway. 15-20 years anyway. Yeah, it's a nice outpost. It's a nice place to come and relax, and you got a nice deck overlooking the lake on this point right here. And the fishing off this dock here is excellent for the first month of the season for walleyes. I mean, you can get a walleye every cast off this dock here. So yeah, it's a pretty cool place to hang out. So.
Yeah, my name is Jeremy Perez, and I'm from France, Marseille, the south part. For Clarks, it's about my 4th year now, and maybe my 6th year altogether flying. Yeah. After my first year, I made my woman hire there, and so we really love the place. You know, we never had a boss like Wine and Cola treated us so well like we do right now. So that's why it's really pushed us to come back every year. And actually, we work year-round for Clarks, Ellen and myself. The diversity of the job, yeah, every day is a different. Every day is a different day. The work will be different. I really like here because of the bush background of wines too. So it makes us do some really fun work, you know, that maybe back then they were doing it so, and we see the old-fashioned way for sure. Yeah.
Well, here we are. It's opening weekend here now, and we're getting everything underway. It's been a little hectic this year. Well, I guess it's hectic every year, but this year's been a little extra hectic. But we had a few issues with the main camp here. I had some sewer problems we had to do. I had to do a lot of digging, fix some sewer pipes, and then a lot of people were going out last night, so we had to get everybody out to their outposts there last night. So that was good to get a head start on today, because this morning we wake up and it's raining and low ceiling. So we had a setback this morning of about 2-3 hours before we could start flying, and we're getting kind of piled up here with people. So we're just finally getting going now. We're getting our people out to the outposts, and we're going to still hopefully get a couple more opened up today. And all of our stores have been really, really busy, so we've been hauling minnows like crazy to the stores, all 5 stores. So everybody's going fishing, and lots of people coming into the area, so a really good sign for this opening this year. So we're hoping for a great summer.
I came and fished the lake we're going to today, even prior to Clark's owning that one. So the lake that we knew well, and actually the other outfitters that had it first were not even comparable to how they run their operation. I mean, it's top notch. I mean, it's big. It's fun to go up there and actually explore, you know, find new spots and find bigger fish and that kind of thing. So.
Great memories and wonderful people that we've gotten to know over the years.
My name is Thor, and I'm from Minneapolis.
My name is Pear, and I'm from Moorhead, Minnesota.
Pear and I are brothers, and for several years we were able to come up as the 3 of us with our dad. So some of our most special memories of being with our father is being out on the lake fishing for trout.
I think you see a lot of that up here with, you know, dads bringing kids and family members and whatnot. Like I said, when I first started coming, he was me and my college buddies, you know.
It's a pretty big business, but we feel like family, you know.
For me, I'm bringing my son Bjorn and his friend Will. So Pear and I have had so many experiences. I'm happy to catch more lake trout, but what I'm really excited about this year is for these guys to get a taste of the experience.
And we have one new lure we're going to try out and see if it works on trout. So, always innovating.
I don't know. But how will we decide? Later.
So so we like to keep it. We're very, very lucky that we like to keep it a family business. And well, without the family, we'd never be able to do this at all. I mean, my wife and I, we could never do this at all. My daughter, she takes care of most things, and she's pretty sharp on the computer and handling the people and processing everybody as they go to the outposts. And my wife does a lot of the book work. And then and then my son-in-law Zach, he's our chief pilot, which works out really good. He does one heck of a good job. You know, there's a lot to keeping all these pilots in line and monitoring all the flights and everything. So there's a lot to it. And then I'm very lucky to have my parents are here, and they stay in a trailer right on site here. And my mom is in her late 80s, and my dad is 92 now, and he still does a lot of odd jobs for me around here. So I'm very lucky to have them here, and they also they take care of the grandkids, so Megan can work here in the weekends. So they're a huge help here. So we're very lucky to have family, and my son is a aircraft mechanic, So he takes care of my private airplanes, so he'll be over here today. He works on our private airplanes. Yeah, so we got the whole family here going in the same direction. Very nice.